Hi everyone, I just wanted to record a quick video on how to set up your notification settings inside of GitHub to make it work for you. I see that a lot of people are overwhelmed with all the notifications that they get, so this is a quick tutorial to show you what you can do to improve that situation. What we usually see is that people come to GitHub, start creating things, and then you go to a repository, for example, and there on the repository level you can click, for example, on watch. Say, hey, I really want to know everything that happens inside of this repository. So send me any indication of all activity, for example. You can also do that on the pull request level or even on an organization level if you're part of an enterprise setup. But that will mean that, especially on the organization level, it will be really noisy and get a lot of notifications inside of your notification box. So what I usually recommend is at least go to your notifications and change the default settings. If you go to manage notifications, then you can go into the notification settings. You can also do that from your user settings, because of course this is where you end up. And then here the default is that you get all the notifications per email. What we usually see is that people are overwhelmed in their email box. It's really a lot of noise. And they create an email alert rule that says, hey, anything that comes in from github.com, for example, just shove that into an email folder and we all know what happens next. Nobody checks those notifications anymore. So always change the default to web and mobile, because that will mean if you're using the mobile application, you get your notifications there. And through the web, this is my preferred way of working, you get your web notifications just as on internet navigation. All the notifications are sent there. You can then switch that around for things that you're really interested in. For example, in this case, participating is the actual discussions that you were in. If somebody else then replies in that in the discussion thread or in an issue thread, then you will get a notification, for example. Send that to web and mobile. Watching is the notifications for all the repositories, for example, that you're watching. You can watch specific updates from a team or all the conversations and discussions that you are part of. You can go to a specific repository. For example, if I go into github.com/my own, I've got an actions request to repository in here. On the repository level, you can say, hey, I want to follow along, for example, with a specific issue it has in there. This one is interesting for me. So if I can go to an issue, I can subscribe to all the updates on this specific issue. So if somebody adds a comment in here, or something happens, or somebody is assigned, then that will mean I get a notification from this discussion. It works the same way for pull request. So you can really stay up to date with the things that you are thinking that are important for you. We've got similar settings for dependable alerts. You can indicate if you want to get them through the UI, if you want to see them in the command line when you do something with a repository, for example, or what I have set up for the web. Since I really like to see my dependable alerts early, I also get an email notification, for example, but the weekly digest, I've disabled that for myself. You can do something similar for actions. When you use GitHub Actions, when a workflow runs, for example, you can send an email or a web notification. So switch that over to web as well if you really want to do that through the web. And then you can still say, hey, only send me notifications for failed workflows. If they complete with the result that everything was successful, then I'm not interested in those notifications, for example. You can do that as well at the organization level. If you have admin permissions on an organization, for example, when somebody creates a new deploy key, you will get a notification. So this is very dependent if you have those rights on the organization level, for example. You can switch them then off, that you're not getting sent an email for that. Even with email, you can use email notification preferences. Where do you want to send that, for example? You can switch this between any verified email address on your profile. Then you can say, hey, I only want to see that, for example, on comments and issues and pull requests. But when somebody creates a review, then I'm not that interested. And you can even say, I want to include my own updates. So if I add something to an email thread, to an issue thread, for example, then I would get a notification if you check that one off. I'm not that much interested specifically in my own updates, but if you want to, then you can still set it up. So the most important one is remove it from email everywhere so that you can follow along in the web interface. And then if you go into your notifications, you can see that I've got an account here that has 130 notifications. So that's a lot of work if I need to go through them. So it's best to clean it up beforehand and see what is in there. There's lots of filtering options in here, but I'm not diving too much into that. You can see, for example, the things that has been assigned to you. So this is especially helpful for pull requests, for example, and issues. Discussions that you're participating in and things that you're actually being directly mentioned in. Those are usually the things that you want to check because that's something that you're really involved in. Team is of course a little bit broader. When somebody mentions the team that you're in, then you get a notification. But the interesting ones here are for all the repositories. So apparently these are all notifications that I've set up through the repository. You can filter that down, in this case the npm CLI, go to that notification. And this is then the notification set up for this specific issue. For example, you can see that I have been subscribed on this issue. But even better, if you really read what is said in the UI, it says, hey, you're receiving this notification because you're watching the entire repository. Well, this is a very large open source project. So if you really want to see what is in the repository, then that's helpful. But in this case, you can see that I've got notification settings in here that says for this repository, I want to see all that activity. Well, I'm sort of misclicked and I didn't want to have that configuration. I only want to be notified in the things that I'm participating in. So either I'm part of the discussion there because I placed a comment in it, or somebody mentions me and then I want to see the notification. So this is already a huge improvement. Instead of subscribing to everything in here for all the conversations and all these issues, for example, I'm now only being notified if there's something that I'm actually part of. And you can see the UI message changing here. It says, hey, you're not receiving any notifications from this thread. So if I'm still very interested in this specific issue, for example, I can still subscribe, but now I'm only subscribed to the notifications for this thread. So not for all the notifications in this repository anymore. All right, you can then also dismiss these notifications, of course, and that's a way to clean things up. Even better is to go into manage notifications and then go to subscriptions. This is usually a bigger part. This is usually a larger group of subscriptions that you have subscribed to, being notified on all those things. In this case, you can see the issue that I just subscribed to is just on the issue level. So these are interesting to see. This is a good starting point. This is all the email threads that you have, the issue threads and pull request threads that you have subscribed to. You can also go into watching, and this gives a bit more information. You can see that I'm watching 8 different repositories in here. And that means that for anything that happens inside of this repository, I will get a notification. So if you want to stop watching a specific repository, for example, you can go into the settings and then say, ignore this one, and you'll never get any notifications for that as well. If you're still inclined to, for example, watch what is happening with VS Code/docs, then you can also go in there and select custom in here. And here you can say, I do want to be notified for any issues because I'm doing triaging, for example, on this repository, but I don't care that much on anything else in here. Maybe if you really engage with the community, then you also want to say, hey, I want to be notified of discussions. In this case, this repository doesn't have it enabled. But these are usually the two things that are being used, issues and discussions together. And you can say, hey, I only want to be notified for that specific setup. So if you click it again, you can see, hey, it has been set to custom. And you can do things there as well. So now you have a way to clean up all your subscriptions, for example. I've given you a way to at least step away from email notifications and now the actual notifications list. Go back to the inbox, for example. This is then an actual to-do list of the things that you're actually engaged with. So I hope this helps. And otherwise, let me know, reach out. I can always try to see if I can help you improve this setup on your end as well.